Do you ever second guess every decision you make? Or no matter what, you can't fully trust yourself? Many of us learn early on to doubt ourselves. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rebuild self-trust step by step. As kids, many of us grew up in environments where our feelings were not validated, or we were told we were wrong for being ourselves. Over time, we learn I can't trust me. That old programming now show up in people pleasing, overthinking, or staying stuck in cycles that don't serve us. For me, I realized I doubted myself constantly. But now you probably know my story, but I grew up needing to please others to feel safe. That survival skill turned to self-doubt. But once I understood that it wasn't my fault, I could finally start rebuilding trust in myself. Now let's talk about the step that will help you build trust in yourself. Don't start with big goals. The number one thing that ruins self-trust is not keeping promises to yourself. In the last video, I gave an example of going to the gym. If you are adding a new habit to your routine that you haven't done, it's so important to start slow. And here's why. If we go back to the example that I gave about going to the gym, let's say you start with 5 days a week. You say, I want to gain weight, I want to lose weight, and I want to go 5 days a week. When you don't keep those 5 days, that promises to yourself of going 5 days a week, your body is going to trust you less. Your brain is not going to trust you that much. And also, when you get in a relationship and that person doesn't keep their promises, and maybe you guys had a date planned and he canceled last minute, or he doesn't do what he said he's gonna do, you're not gonna think that behavior is that big of a deal. Why? Because you already don't trust, you don't keep promises to yourself. So now when someone do it, your body is not going to think it's that big of a deal because you do it to yourself. So now it feels like it's okay for someone to disappoint you. It's okay for someone not to keep their promises. But on the other hand, if you start slow, let's go. If we say, for example, we're going back to the gym and you say you're going to start slow by going 2 days a week, start with 2 days and then you keep adding 1 day. When you keep that promises of going 2 days, your body, your brain learns I can trust myself. And now when someone doesn't meet you in that same level of keeping promises to yourself, you guys are not gonna match. Their behavior is not gonna attract you. You're not gonna think that they deserve to be with you, to talk with you, because why? You keep promises to yourself. So you only want someone who is on the same level as you. When making a decision, pause and ask yourself, what do I really want? Even if it's uncomfortable, honoring your truth builds trust. And let me give you an example. I have a tattoo in my chest here, and a little story about this tattoo. So I got this tattoo about 4 to 5 years. I think it's been a long time. And when I was getting this tattoo, I had a friend, we're no longer friends, but we were sending each other inspo of what we wanted. And when I got this tattoo, I know I wanted a cross because my faith is something, it's not really something, but my faith really helped me be here. And when I was going through those hard periods of my life, my faith really helped me. So I wanted to have something that I can look at just to make me keep pushing and give me hope. So I wanted that cross. So I sent it to my friend that I wanted a cross, and she told me that, she was like, why do you want a cross? If you wanted a cross, you can just buy a necklace. You don't need to get a tattoo on you, right? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna get a cross. I will get something else. And I ended up getting a flower. And here is the lesson. If I had trust in myself, if my self-esteem was high, if I had confidence in myself, her opinion wouldn't matter that much to me. It wouldn't change my decision because she was just making that opinion based on her belief, based on how she sees the word and tattoo to her, right? But if I was who I am today, I don't think I would have went with what she said of just getting a necklace. Even though I do love necklace of a cross, but I still wanted that tattoo, which is I ended up getting that tattoo. So this is a cross and a heart, and then it said Proverbs 4:23, and that says, above all, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And now I'm able to get this tattoo because I I don't know, I wanted the tattoo again, and I'm like, what do I want? And I just ended up getting tattooed. So I kept my words to myself. So that's why it's so important when you're making a decision to ask yourself what you really want. Because when you don't honor yourself, the trust you have in yourself goes down. When you honor your truth, when you do what you say you're gonna do, your body's gonna trust you more. You're gonna see you're gonna show up different. People are gonna not gonna play with you, because why? They know that when you say something, you do it. You don't just go based on what everybody is going with. You follow with what you're feeling inside. You follow with what feels right for your body. Every time you act on your words, acknowledge it. Write it down, check it off, or even tell yourself, I'm proud of you, which is something I do. Let me give you a little story. So, when I started going to the gym about a year ago, I wanted to do this for myself, and told myself an unbreakable promises that every time I finish a session, when I go in the bathroom getting ready to go home, I will look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, I'm so proud of you. I learned this in a podcast. I don't really remember, but that's the only part of the podcast that I kept. So I would do that every time, and the more I did it, the more I would just feel so amazing after the session. Even if I didn't push myself to the max, I would still be so proud of myself, because I would look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, I'm so proud of you for doing this. I'm so proud of you for coming here. I'm so proud of you. So when you do something, even if it's small, even if you think it's not that much of a big deal, acknowledge it. Tell yourself how proud you are, because when you do that, the more you do it, the more you're you're changing what's inside. You're changing how you feel about yourself, and your body is going to trust you more. Your body is going to feel just like how, you know, how we pet a dog, where how we play with the dog, we give the dog the treat. The more you do that to a dog, you tell yourself, I'm so proud of you, I love you, the dog is going to love you more. It's the same thing for ourselves. The more we give ourselves that acknowledgement, telling yourself we're so proud of you, the more you're just gonna, it's just gonna be a different person. Like, you're gonna feel happier, you're gonna love yourself more, and you're gonna want to make yourself proud, because you want that feeling, you want that dopamine that comes after finishing something you say you're gonna. Before I let you go, here are the takeaways for this video, just to bring everything together. Self-trust isn't built in a day. It's built in daily decisions. Start small, honor your feelings, and celebrate your progress. So important. Celebrate your progress. The more you show up for yourself, the less doubt controls your life. You don't have to wait for the right moment to start trusting yourself again. It begins with the next choice you make today. Be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.